Now, your latest headlines and 7 First Alert forecast from 7 Action News.
Where a police officer was shot while responding to an alleged carjacking.
The female officer was shot shortly after 8 o'clock last night near a Taco Bell on North Dixie Highway near I-75.
Now, the officer was rushed into surgery at a Toledo hospital after reportedly being shot multiple times.
Let's get right to 7 Action News reporter Jen Shantz, who's live at the scene of the shooting. And Jen, obviously, we hope the officer is going to be okay. Are there any suspects in this case right now?
Yeah, Alicia, 2 suspects taken into custody last night. We don't know their names or ages because they haven't been formally charged. Officers were on scene here for several hours overnight. The scene actually just wrapped up here. We're just off of I-75 and Dixie Highway. The car involved in that alleged carjacking towed away. The road just opened back up about 30 minutes ago. Now, according to MONROE police, around 8 o'clock, they got a call of a reported carjacking. That's when the blue sedan involved in it, you can see it right there. Officers arrived on scene in the area of 2nd and Winchester. The female victim reported she'd been pistol whipped by an unknown suspect and then says they took their car. Police say officers then started searching the area, and when the female officer found the reported stolen car and tried to make a stop, police say the 2 suspects started shooting.
Then they got out. One guy took off running, the other guy got out, and he shot twice, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing. He shot the police officer. My daughter's a nurse. She got out and went to help before the ambulance got here.
At that point, the suspects then fled eastbound down Turnus Avenue or Turnus Drive. Monroe police officers converged into the area, did an area search, and they found both suspects and recovered a handgun as well.
Again, those 2 suspects in police custody this morning. Michigan State Police, as well as the Monroe County Sheriff's Office, assisting in this investigation. As far as that injured officer, at last check, she was in stable condition, undergoing surgery at a Toledo area hospital. We have a crew en route there, and we'll keep you updated as we learn more this morning. Reporting live in Monroe, Jen Shantz, 7 Action News.
Remarkable that there was a nurse on the scene right there. Certainly hope that officer recovers quickly. Thank you, Jen.
Now, this marks the 3rd time a Monroe police officer has been shot in just the last 6 months. Back in November, 2 officers were hit during a shootout at an apartment complex. Both of those officers suffered non-life-threatening injuries. Right, time now is 5:04, and Michigan is seeing major signs of progress in the fight against the coronavirus.
5 new deaths were reported on Sunday, the lowest daily number since March. More than 5,200 people have died from the virus across the state of Michigan. The state health department reported more than 300 new cases of the virus Sunday, bringing the total number of confirmed cases in our state to more than 54,000. Over the weekend, we did learn that more than 33,000 people have now recovered from COVID-19 across the state.
Now, many gym owners say they're ready to get moving. A group of independently owned gyms is taking the governor to court. A lawsuit is looking to overturn the stay-at-home order and allow gyms to reopen. Meanwhile, businesses in the city of Detroit are preparing to reopen Tuesday. Requirements will be in place, though, to keep everyone safe.
And today will be another nice day to get outside, get some fresh air. It's going to be hot, though. It's going to be humid this afternoon. We'll be close to record heat this afternoon, too. Right now, it's 68 degrees in Detroit, 67 degrees in Troy, and 64 degrees in Pontiac. So it's a warm start, and it's going to be a beautiful sunrise. A few passing clouds through this morning. It's going to be overall a mostly sunny day, but we'll get some pop-up thunderstorms later today, moving in from the southwest. There's a little bit of energy in the atmosphere where we're going to spark just a few pop-up isolated storms later on today. So severe weather is not expected, but still there's a chance of storms. So heavy rain, gusty winds, still possible in areas that do see some rain. So through the morning we're dry. This is at noon. Once you get to about 2 p.m. and beyond, the heat of the day and the humidity could spark a few pop-up thunderstorms. So again, they'll be isolated, drifting to the north and northeast. And we'll get the chance of rain through about sunset, so around 8 or 9 o'clock or so. And then tonight, partly cloudy skies. So chance of storms picking up this afternoon, but keeping the chance relatively low since we'll get some isolated storms this afternoon. High of 88 degrees, though, today. The record high is 90. Yesterday we hit 87, so it's going to feel about the same today and get the chance of some storms this afternoon. So 88 degrees. We're in the upper 80s later on. Farmington about 87, Milford 86 degrees, Port Huron's around 85, 86 this afternoon. And then this evening, Still a continued chance of rain through the time the sun goes down, but we'll drop into the 70s, probably mid-70s by about 10 p.m. And then tomorrow's more of the same. In the afternoon, a few pop-up thunderstorms are going to be possible. This is 4 p.m. tomorrow. We still have the winds that are out of the south, and so the heat's going to stick around for the next few days. We're going to have highs in the 80s all the way through Thursday. Basically a chance of pop-up afternoon storms tomorrow, and again Wednesday before we'll get more scattered storms. As this front finally starts to try to clear out of here by Thursday and Friday, it's going to increase our chances of rain. But behind the front that moves through Friday morning, it starts to cool down significantly. I think this is going to be a fantastic weekend. So it's hot, it's humid each day for the next 4 days with highs in the mid-80s through Thursday. And by this weekend, later Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the humidity is going to drop, the temperatures are going to drop, and the sun will be out Saturday and Sunday. I think a really nice weekend after a pretty warm summer-like first half of the week that we're going to get. So highs today going to be in the upper 80s.
These have been your latest headlines and 7 First Alert forecast from 7 Action News.